If you can barely make it across the pool without gasping for breath, watch this video and let's fix it. I'm going to show you 2 drills that are going to be a game changer for your overall head position and breathing technique, and are going to make it way easier for you to swim without getting tired. So first, let's kind of do a breakdown of what good head position and breathing technique are. It's really common for new swimmers to want to look forward a lot when they swim, and that's basically making your technique break down, and it's causing you to increase the drag that you're producing in the water, which is going to slow you down. So if you think about your body following your head, especially your hips, when your head goes up and you look forward, your hips are going to drop down, and that makes you a lot slower. So instead of moving through the water nice and level, kind of parallel to the ground, you're kind of moving at an angle and dragging yourself through the water, and that's going to make you really tired really fast. So instead of looking forward, think about looking straight down, or even just kind of down and slightly forward. Basically keep your neck in a neutral position. That's what we want. Try not to look forward. I know it's very tempting to want to see where you're going, but just trust me that the wall is not going anywhere. Rely on the black line and the T on the bottom of the pool to be your guide. And as you get more experience, you'll kind of understand where you're at in the pool, and you're not going to run into the wall. So don't worry about that. Now let's talk about breathing technique. Kind of similar to the head position mistake, a lot of swimmers first lift their head forward when they breathe. So they lift their head forward and then turn to the side, and usually their heads are way out of the water and they're rotated totally up toward the sky, and you just don't need to do that. Instead, what you want to think about is keeping that neutral head position, looking straight down at the bottom of the pool, and turning your head just slightly, just enough to get your mouth out of the water and get a quick sip of air in and come back down. So kind of a good guide for that is to think about when you turn to breathe, you want to have one eye in the water and one eye out of the water. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to kind of think about just half your face out of the water, half your face in the water. And it might take some practice, but you shouldn't swallow any water. As you're moving forward, your body will sort of create a nice little pocket that has just enough space for you to sip a quick breath and get back to swimming. Another really common mistake that's probably tiring you out is that you're trying to exhale and inhale when you twist out to breathe. What you want to think about instead is exhaling out of your nose when your face is in the water, and just inhaling when you turn. Because if you think about the rhythm of your stroke, trying to exhale and inhale at one time is a big break in between strokes, so you're really slowing yourself down that way. And also you want to make sure you give yourself enough time to get enough air. So if you're trying to exhale and inhale really fast, you're not going to exhale enough carbon dioxide out, and you're also not going to inhale enough fresh air in. So that's a recipe for disaster. Instead, exhale when your face is in the water, turn, breathe in, exhale. All right, before we get into our 2 drills that are going to improve your head position and breathing, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the snorkel. This thing is probably one of the best pieces of equipment you can have if you really want to improve your head position. It's also just good in general to have for doing drills. When you use a snorkel, like a front-mounted snorkel like this, it basically takes out the need for you to turn to the side to breathe, and it also kind of just helps you focus on keeping your head in the right position. So definitely think about investing in one of these if you want to really improve this aspect of your technique. It's a great addition to your swim bag. All right, let's talk about drills now. The first drill that we're going to do is with a kickboard. So this is just going to kind of help you get used to turning to the side to breathe, if that's an issue for you. Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to kick with, like you would in a kick set. You're going to kick, 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 kick. Your face is going to be in the water looking straight down. And then once you're ready, you're going to take one stroke and breathe to that side, whichever side you're taking a stroke with. And then once your hand gets back onto the kickboard, you'll do a few more kicks. Take another stroke, breathe to the other side, and your head goes right back down to that neutral position. So this just kind of helps you practice neutral head position, turning to the side without all of the variables of your usual stroke. So this is a great one, definitely very good for beginners to work on breathing. Okay, drill number 2 is the paddle drill. So for this one, you just need one single paddle, and what we're gonna do, you're gonna have to take out your straps here, but basically you want to put the paddle on the top of your head, and you're gonna push off, and then you're gonna swim freestyle with the paddle on your head. This forces you to keep your neck in that neutral position, especially when you breathe, because if you think about it, you got a paddle on your head and you lift your head to breathe, it's gonna come sliding right off. And that's not what we want. We want to keep that paddle on your head for the full 25. So instead, you're going to be swimming and you're going to have to turn and keep that nice neutral head position as you breathe and then come right back. So this is a bit of a challenge, and it's easier if you try to go faster. So if you swim pretty slow with this, it's gonna go flying all over the place. So if you wanna add fins for this drill, definitely do that to kind of give yourself some more momentum. All right, now it's time to do a quick drill set to put that advice into practice. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 425s. So 3 rounds, that's 12 25s total. The first round, we're gonna use just a snorkel, and we're just gonna swim freestyle normally. Just kind of feel out where our head position is now, see how we can improve it with these drills, just with no fancy stuff. Second round, we're gonna do the kickboard drill. So 425s with that kickboard, focusing on breathing technique, nice good rotation side to side, kind of feeling that out, maintaining that neutral head position. Third round, we're gonna do 425s paddle drill. So that's kind of putting it all together, paddle on the crown of the head, perfect breathing technique. Let's do it. I really love swimming with a snorkel. It's a great way to change it up, and I think it really helps me connect with what my head is doing a lot better. All right, next up we've got the kickboard drill. I really love this drill for beginners because of the extra support that kickboard gives you. It's a great way to practice breathing while moving forward without having to do your full stroke. And finishing up with the paddle drill. The MySwimPro app is walking me through everything on my Apple Watch. It even vibrates 3, 2, 1 to tell me when it's time to go for each rep. If the paddle keeps falling off of your head when you do this drill, that's a sign that you probably need to work on your head position. All right, and that is it. A pro tip for you, try to find a breathing pattern that you can stick to. So I breathe every 2 strokes. Some people breathe every 3 strokes. What's important is that you can give your body a pattern so that it knows it's always going to be getting fresh oxygen. What you do not want to do is try to breathe as little as possible. I know it might seem like you want to try to hold your breath as long as you can. I'm sorry, I'm feeling it. I know it can seem like you might want to hold your breath as long as possible between breaths, but that's actually going to hurt you a lot, and it's going to make you very tired very fast. There are very specific sets that are designed for breath control called hypoxic sets, but that's a story for another day. All you need to know is that you need to find a breathing pattern and stick to it, and that will be a game changer for you. I hope you found these drills for breathing and head position helpful. If you try them, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Like and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos just like this, and stay tuned for our next video about the best drills for freestyle hand entry. Thank you for watching. See ya.